the Joshua Tree. Today we're going to be sharpening knives. You'll probably see me do this a lot because I like to keep a sharp knife. Always. It's important to have self defense, everyday usable tool. A good knife come in handy if you find yourself in a fucking bind. So, we're going to show you how to keep your knife sharp. Now, what I'm using today is a Lansky diamond sharpening set, which means that each of these stones are infused with diamonds. It's a little more costly, but the effects are well worth it. We start off with the extra coarse. We've got the coarse, medium, fine, and out of my own personal stash, I've got my ultra fine ceramic just for a polishing off finishing touch. Always good to have an ultra fine hole in stone just for such occasions. You get that mirror shine, you're gonna be sharp for a long time. So we're gonna put that back down there. That's gonna be at the end. First, we're gonna show you about how to get the tool set up, and we're gonna show you about the accessories we're using today. Now we're gonna start off with the knife holding utensil. Now what we want to do is typically try to center up that bevel. Try to center up on the blade and try to get the apparatus halfway onto the blade. Try to have it at a consistent edge going across there. As you can see, I've tried to keep that as consistent as possible. It isn't always going to be perfect. It doesn't have to be. That's the reason I love the Lansky knife sharpening system. It doesn't have to be perfect. It could be good enough. That's good enough for me. Alright, this is an accessory we're going to use. This is a C-clamp bought from Lansky. This normally sets you back about $35. But it's a good accessory to have, as you'll see as I go through the next steps of installing this and showing you how to properly sharpen these knives using this system. Alright, so we're just going to hook this up. Give me just a minute. Alright, here, notice there's a hole. You see the hole? You know there's a hole. And you're wondering, why is that hole there? It doesn't seem like any use to anybody unless you have this tool. Now what you're going to do is just set that. And you can turn that blade any which way you want to so that you have best access to it as you're trying to sharpen it. Now, like I said, this clamp is an accessory, but I find it very useful when it comes to sharpening blades as often as I do. Okay, well, we're going to start off. Well, first of all, Let's take the knife. Okay, 3 slices. That's all we've gotten through. Now I'll keep you updated as we go through this process to show you how the knife has improved over a short duration of time. Again, we're going to set this on the swivel. We're going to take our extra coarse diamond sharpening stone. I like to take 2 drops. You spread those over the 2 blades. You got a paper towel. You will need paper towels. Get them before you start, because you will need them. And we're going to go with a. Now, if you look here, we can go from a 30-degree edge to 25, 20, and 17, depending on which slot that we use while we're using our stones. Now, typically, you want to set the stone flat on the table, loosen the thing, push the handle rod down so it's straight and perpendicular, parallel with the table, and tighten that back up, and you're ready to use it. Okay, we're going with a 25-degree edge, which is the second slot from the top. Now, there are several ways that they said it's okay to do this and acceptable, and there's a couple of different ways I like to do it. Now, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. You do 10. Back to the same 25. The hole from the slot down from the top. And go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But there's people like me, I get a little impatient. So the normal is not exactly what I wanted to be. So now, doing it this way, you really got to keep an eye on that edge, because you don't want to wear it too much on one side, not enough on the other. So you got to keep an eye on that edge. Again, we're going over it in a circular motion. I had to go one way, counterclockwise, and I'll go back the other way, clockwise, to get an even buffer and sharpening. Because when you sharpen a knife, you're actually shaving away metal, just like you're sharpening a pencil. I mean, it's the same principle. You gotta get rid of what's there to make it sharp again. So, alright, we've done very little bit, and it seems like it has not gotten any better. We'll give it the paper test. Out. Oh, okay. Maybe a slight bit better. So what we're going to do now, we're going to keep it with the same stone. But now we're going to do like I told you. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. I'm counting 10 every time. Whether you're counting along with me or not, I am counting in my head. Sorry, I'm not saying it out loud, but 10 times each side to keep a consistent average on both sides. Alright. Alright. I know what you're thinking. It's not looking too good, is it? Let's see the extra coarse stone. It it leaves it a little bit rough around the edges. So then you want to take the next in line. This case, the coarse stone. Again, like I said, 2 drops. I do 1 on each end, and I just spread them out between each other. I recommend with each stone you start off this way. Oh, just knocked off my oil. Our handle keeps loosening up on us. Check it, make sure it's still tight. We're gonna still not cutting pepper. I mean, we're putting it on a 25-degree edge. It's not razor sharp, but once we get done with it, it will have a sharp enough finish to cut through this piece of paper. Shave your arm, shave your face, whatever you need to do with it. If you need to cut some insulation off electrical wire, do it. Just be careful. You watch your fingers. Have lucky I still have mine after all these years. Safety is important. I don't care what anybody else says. Safety is important. Always make sure you have the right safety precautions because you never know when something can go bad. Alright, my computer's running low on storage space. We'll figure that out later. For now, we gotta keep showing you how these preparations and now the moves that we're making is adding up to this being a sharper knife. Everything I've showed you so far is not looking good. There we go. One slice. That's what we like to see. Alright, it's getting a little bit sharper. So what we're going to do now is we're going to switch to the next stone. This is a medium. After you use coarse, you're going to move to a medium. That's just the way it is. So it goes. We're going to pick up our oil that we dropped a little bit earlier. Again, drip, drip. Alright. Now, since I've already got a nice thing going, I want to keep it going. It's a little bit of a pain in the ass having to get it situated on that damn thing every time, but like I said, it does come in handy. You're not holding the blade all the time. Alright. Ooh. Clean off. Stick with it. This sharpening system is the best sharpening system in the world. We're going to move on to now the fine diamond stone. We're going to, again, one, two. Five, six, seven, eight, 6. Again. Now that is as sharp as a knife needs to be. Yep, there's proof. Shave your arm. That's a sharp knife. But what we're going to do for you guys, we're going to take this one last, the ultra fine honing stone. This thing has seen so much oil, I probably don't even need oil on it. And it just rubs on there like glass. And like I said, this step is not really necessary, but to ensure the longevity of your knife staying sharp. Not a bad step to take. It doesn't take but a minute, and you'll get this thing polished up to a mirror shine, and You'll be cutting everything in no time. I feel a little resistance right here at the end, right here at the tip. And that's usually where you're going to find most of the time you're going to have to do a little extra work. It's right here on this tip, right here on the very edge, the outside tip of the knife. Because it's got the angle, it's curved up at such a different rate than everything else on the knife. It's going to damn sharpen a little bit differently. But you just keep working it, and I promise you, it will be very clean, very sharp knife. That's, I can shave my face with that. I can skin a buck. I can go fishing. I can clean a damn fish. I can do whatever I need to with that knife right there. And now, my friends, that knife is sharp. Like I said, it could have been sharper with a steeper angle on the edge. But for this knife, like I said, it's my work knife. It's my everyday use for everything. I cut up steak with it, pork chops, cut insulation off wires. I cut drop ceiling panels. I'll cut anything I need to cut with this knife. And I'll still cut my damn dinner up with it too. Because I know it's clean. I know it's sharp. And will always get the job done. Why? Hope you enjoyed the tutorial we had today. And uh, hope to see you on my next one. Peace out, niggas.